Okay everyone, so now we are learning the do until loop. Do until loop is the part of looping. We know that whenever we have to repeat certain statement, then there we use the looping. Let us suppose we are having a program. In this program we are having certain lines, let's say 3 lines. If we want to repeat only one line multiple times, then this is the part of looping. And in the .NET, in the looping, we are having do while, do until, while, and the for. So these are the statements. And now we are learning the do until. So to understand the syntax of do until, we are taking one example here. Now here I am assuming 1, 2 and 3. So these are the three numbers I want to display. In the looping we have to focus on three things. The first one is the initialization. The very first value from which we start is called the initialization. So that means this one should be initialized. So here we are writing I is equal to 1. So we have taken one variable I and declared with 1. The second thing in the looping is condition check. The last number which we are taking, that makes our condition. So here the loop should be stop on 3. So this is the condition. Now we should understand one thing. Do until is not like the for, while or the do while. It is completely different. Because if you talk about the for, while or do while, they work on the true condition. Means whenever the condition is true, then they run. But do until is opposite. It work when the condition is false. So here we should provide the false condition. Just like if we talk about the for, while or do while, we know that if we has to make the condition, then it start from 1 and go till 3. That means 1 is less than 3, so we will take less than sign and equal to 3. So that was the condition for, while and do while. But here in the do until we will do the exactly opposite. So you understand that what is the exactly opposite of less than equal to 3? That is nothing but greater than 3. So the condition for do until in this loop will be greater than 3. So this is the condition of do until. So here we are applying the condition that I should be greater than 3 so that these values should be always false. We will understand this when we will start with the loop, but first of all we are completing. Now the third thing into the looping is the increment or decrement. If we compare the first two numbers, then let's say 2 minus 1, that will be equal to 1. So here we are having the difference of 1, and in the positive, that means it is the increment. So here we are doing the increment of 1. So in this loop we are providing the increment of 1. So here we are writing I is equal to I plus 1. So here we have done the increment. So all the three things are done. Now here in the statement we are writing the print. Let's say printing the I. Now this is the do until syntax. So first of all we will write the do until, then afterward we will be giving the condition I greater than 3, then printing the I, then afterward incrementing it, then afterward writing the loop, and before that we are writing the I is equal to 1. So this is the complete syntax of do until. Now we are understanding that how this do until work. First of all, the I is initialized. So here one variable I is declared and initialized with 1. Then afterward we are on the do until. So do until work for the false values only. So here we are checking I greater than 3. 1 is greater than 3. Absolutely false. So if it is false, only then it will come inside and print this. So printing the 1. Afterward, coming here, I is equal to I plus 1. So the new value of I is 2. Now going back and checking the condition, here 2 greater than 3. perfectly false. So condition is false, it will come inside and then print I. So again true is printed. Again coming down, I is equal to I plus 1. So here the new value of I is 3. It will again come back and checking the condition. So here 3 greater than 3, false. So again for the false value it will come inside and print this. So 3 is again printed. Afterward again it will come down. I is equal to I plus 1. So the value of I is incremented, which is 4. Again it will go back and here check the condition. So 4 greater than 3, true, condition is true, but do until is opposite. If the condition is true, it will be not going inside, it will be directly going outside. So it will come out and we are having the sequence which is 1 2 3 is printed. So we should understand that do until is exactly opposite of for while or do while. For while and do while work for the true values when the condition is true, but do until work when the condition is false. So now we are taking one real life program. With the help of that we will understand how do until work. So this is the program of do until. Now first of all we have created one form. So the name of form is form 1. We have dragged and dropped one label and changed the text to the do until. This is the label 1. Then we dragged and dropped one button. This is button 1 and changed the name, that is click. Now afterward we double click on the button here and this coding will open. Now we can see that class form 1. So for the form 1, one class is created. This is of public type because this form will be accessed outside, and this class is ending with the end class. Inside that we are having a function. This is a sub. Sub is a function of void type. Now sub is ending with the end sub. The name of function is button underscore click. Now this is the part of form. That's why this is private, because button is inside the form. That's why it is private. Button cannot be accessed outside directly. Now here in the button click function we are having two arguments, 1 and 2. They are passed, and what that function is doing, it is handling the button 1 dot click. Means whenever you click on the button, then this function will call. Here we are having a single quote that represent the comment. So do until is the comment. Compiler will not read this. Now dim I as integer. So one variable I is declared of integer type equal to 1. So the value of I is 1 right now. Do until, we know that it work for the false values. I greater than 3. So 1 greater than 3, we know that it is not greater, so it is false. Now for the false value it will come inside message box I. So the value of I is 1, so 1 is printed in the message box. Then I is equal to I plus 1, so the value of I is 2. Going back, checking the condition, 2 greater than 3, false. For the false value it will work, come inside message box I. So 2 is printed into the message box, again I is incremented, the value of I is 3. Again going back, checking the condition, 3 greater than 3, false. So for the false it will work, coming inside message box I. So 3 is printed into the message box, I is equal to I plus 1, the value of I is 4. Again going back, checking the condition, 4 greater than 3, true, because 4 is greater than 3. And we know that do until not work for the true value. If the condition is true, it will not work. So it will be directly come out after the loop, and there is nothing after the loop. So here we are having ending of the program. So this is how we can apply the do until for the false condition. Means if you want that for the false condition something should work, and that is the do until. So that is all about the do until loop.